My father once told me that whoever walked in the journey of consciousness, they have found nothing. And in that nothing, they have found everything. According to you, what is that nothing? So those who have walked the journey of consciousness have found nothing. And in that nothing, they have found everything. As we deepen in our meditative experience, and especially our experience of who we are, what we could call consciousness, that experience and expansion of consciousness, we realize more and more deeply that we are nothing. Not in a self-denigrating sort of way, but in just a really beautiful way of realizing it's not I'm nothing as in I am irrelevant or I am small in an ocean of that which is big. It's not that sense of nothingness. It's nothing as in there is actually no place that I end and everything else begins. There is no thing, right? Nothing means no thing. And so the experience becomes one of there is no thing of I. I am no thing. Up until that moment, I felt like, yeah, I'm a thing. And sometimes I think it's a good thing, and sometimes I think it's a bad thing. And sometimes I'm really happy with what the thing looks like and what it does. And other times we're not so happy with what it looks like or what it does. But we're very identified in our thingness. I am something. This is that sense of don't you know who I amness, right? As the ego gets stronger and stronger, we get more and more defined in somethingness. As we meditate, as we experience higher levels of consciousness, deeper levels of consciousness, we realize, oh wait, all that somethingness was really just this story I told myself. I am something, I've got something to do, I have some place to be. There's all these aspects of somethingness. But as we drop deeply, we realize I'm actually no thing. There is no place I end and anything else begins. And so in that no-thingness, we experience everythingness. One of the ways to think about it is if you've got a glass jar of air, and you hold that glass jar and you feel like, what do you have? I have a glass jar of air. Then the glass jar breaks. Now what do you have? Well, some people would say I have nothing. I had a glass jar of air, now I don't even have that. But you could also look at it as I now have everything. Because I used to have that which was just held in this jar. Now I have everything. And so, yeah, that experience of nothing, no-thingness, is a very deep and very beautiful awareness that comes to us on the spiritual path. And in that experience is an experience of everything, both in myself as well as in the world. Because when I know myself and I feel myself, then I have everything. And this is where, on a spiritual path, we emphasize humility so much. Vinamrata. Not false humility, which you get a lot. I'm the humblest one in the room, right? Not that type. Not that type. The real humbleness, which is that which comes from realizing actually how, well, it doesn't come from this false sense of I'm nothing, I'm nothing, I'm nothing. It comes from the real deep experience of, oh wow, all those things I identified as self, physical body, cells that keep sloughing off and regenerating, money I acquired, now it's gone, health I acquired, now it's gone, jobs I acquired, now they're gone, attachments I had, now they're unfulfilled. And we realize, oh wow, I'm not nearly as solid and distinct of a thing as I thought I was. And so where normally the ego thinks of humility as like a strain, oh my God, we're told be humble. And to the ego, it's a painful thing. Whereas actually the real spiritual humility comes with this, an actual beautiful sigh of relief and a melting and a merging into truth. Because to hold up an ego, to hold up somethingness, actually takes a lot of work. And so when we realize we are no thing, it allows us to sink into actually a very deep and beautiful peace. So yeah, embark on your journey of consciousness. And you may find that the experience brings you one of nothingness. You may find that the experience feels more like everythingness. But either way, you're on the right path. It's the same experience, just different ways of speaking about it. In both of them, the this thingness dissolves. And that's what's most important.